June 29, 2014 is a day that will always be remembered. Not only is this day a new beginning, but this day touches certain energy, which touches certain focus, that travels on a certain frequency that will impact the universe. To many, this moment may be an experience of a lifetime. To me, it's a repetition of my imagination. I've always been dreaming of this moment, and for a long time, I thought that dream would never become a reality. We all have dreams, and they do come true. Sometimes when we want, but sometimes when they choose. However, you should never, under any circumstances, give up your dream, no matter how impossible it may seem. My dream for this moment was only sleeping, not dead, but only sleeping. It kind of reminds me of Lazarus. Though Christ was 4 days late, he was still on time. Yes. The inspiration of the Most High helped me to understand the importance of education. Intelligence with this word, ignorance carry the burden. I remember as a child, I would cry to go to school. My two friends, Gary and Randy, who told me what it was like being in school. My brothers and sisters, bigger, little, and tiny, who loved me so much, but they also knew we didn't share the same father. Tanya helped me to understand my ABC, count 1, 2, 3, and how to read and write my name. Unfortunately, Tanya didn't live to experience the fruit of her labor. My mother noticed how quickly I would grasp the information given and my ability to learn and do well. She noticed how eager I was and hungry I was when it comes to information. This was the first time my mother ever mentioned my father to me. She told me that she would take me to my father to see if he would help send me to school. That's the day I will always remember, November 2nd, 1986. My sister Dana was a baby, and I was 4 years and 9 months old. I was shocked to see my father's house. I couldn't believe that a man that was living such a lifestyle could have a son that could not afford to go to school. The lady I met that day, supposedly my father's girlfriend, she gave me a statement that will live with me forever. She said, "The man you claim to be your father is not here. He left to America with all his children, and since you're here, you're not one of them." For a split second, I felt she killed my dream to go to school. But no, instead it gave me a new prayer. I feel like God created the first wireless phone. He calls it prayer. And every time I telephone to Gloryland, I use these words of mine. God, you are my father. If I fail, you fail. If I succeed, you succeed. There were times when I would walk by my grass, but I knew I needed to be a flower. People walk on grass, but they give flowers to their loved ones. This moment is an outgrowth of the flower that Saga gives to you today. When a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, she will never go back to being a caterpillar. And even if you knew her when she was a caterpillar, you have no choice but to respect her as a butterfly. The God who sent Christ, Moses and Elijah, this moment is a manifestation of the same God you feel today. It's the same principle, it just appears in different dimensions. God did not create great people. Some people did great things. We are all stars. None of us are superstars. The star I am is the star you are. It's the same star that shines. It's not the star that shines, but it's the light in us that makes the star shine. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. The light in us is not new, since God created the light long before He created the sun, the moons, and the stars. The light in Christ is the light Christ saw in the people 2,000 years ago. It's just unfortunate that we do not see ourselves the way God sees us. The words Christ used 2,000 years ago are relevant to me today. And from the mountain to this formal setting, I can proudly say, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father, which is in heaven. People walk on grass, they don't walk on flowers. People wanted grass to their house and plant it, water it, nourish it, and watch it grow. They won't do that to grass, but they will do that to flowers. People do that to flowers because flowers bloom independently. Flowers know how to express our own beauty without the assistance of others. When I look at you today, I can see the flowers inside of you. So just bloom, blossom, express your own beauty, and by you doing that, others have no choice but to treat you like flowers and not like grass.